Rookie here. It's the Pat and JT podcast.
Pat and JT podcast.
Holy cow, episode 300.
Oh my gosh.
Episode 300 of our podcast.
Wow.
Wow, unbelievable, right? 65 more until the
66.
end of season 1.
No, 65 because it's a leap year. So there'll be 29 days in February this year.
Yeah, but we hit
we hit it on
before.
February 15th.
We come in before the wave.
Right, so we got lucky because we would have had to do one more.
That would have been 366 was undoable. Absolutely undoable.
I can't imagine not doing it though and not having this every day. I can't.
It's just weird.
Yeah, it really is. So anyway, happy episode 300.
Happy episode 300, a day after my birthday, 2 days after your birthday.
That's true. As we record, it is my birthday today.
That's right. Happy birthday.
So thank you.
It's been odd this year because I've noticed that yesterday, which would have been not your birthday, people were wishing you happy birthday. Today being not my birthday. Yesterday, well, as we record
today, you're getting
tomorrow's
happy
my
birthdays?
birthday. Yes, today. My birthday's tomorrow, and yours was you were getting a day early too.
Yeah.
Is our Parkville calendar off for some people or something?
It's Facebook. I don't know, because I know that a lot of people, I've seen other people do this because I see the notification every once in a while about the birthdays that are coming up. And for some people, they check it, they look to it because they know everybody that they're friends with, right? And then there's other people you don't know necessarily everybody that you're friends with. And you might check it every once in a while just to see what's coming up because it shows you upcoming birthdays.
People get confused and think that it's today.
I think that, or sometimes they just preemptively, it's like they see it on the list of so-and-so's birthdays tomorrow, and then it has like a week's worth of birthdays laid out in front of it so they can...
I know I'm going to forget tomorrow.
Get those scheduled, man. Yeah, right.
Hey, if you can schedule it, I'm all about scheduling those things.
I think it's a great idea. Actually, yesterday, Les Vogler had wished me a happy birthday. Well, actually, he commented, I think it was on a post. Did he have his own too? Fremont Fred, thanks a lot. I'm just going to say. Fred actually was the show on your birthday yesterday.
Which was fun.
Yeah, Fred sent quite the happy birthday gift to me. And that was how Les's wife figured out it was my birthday. And she says, I'm never early on birthdays. I got you a day early. And I said, yeah, way to go.
Nice
said,
job.
Nailed it. You're in.
Thanks, Fred.
You can take that off your plate. Taken care of. Mark it off. Check the box. So birthday weekend. Friday the 13th was, I was born on Friday the 13th, so it's always special when it's on Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it's like your golden birthday.
It kind of is, over and over.
Forever.
Yeah, so anyway.
And it's been interesting with my birthdays. Was my 1 year anniversary yesterday of our wedding. Got back from, and I know everybody was freaking out earlier in the year about us going to the Dominican Republic over our anniversary. Yeah. We went. It was awesome. We had a great time.
You weren't there for your anniversary, though.
No, it was for a honeymoon, but not for anniversary, technically.
Oh, my God.
But we're there for our 1 year, whatever honeymoon. So
what'd you get her?
I got her something that I thought was pretty awesome.
Really?
Tootly toot my own horny horn. But anyhow, our good friend Tim Halprin, I contacted him, and I don't I'm have to look at the actual artist's name of one of our favorite songs. It's a great song. Matt Stell is his name.
Matt Stell.
Yes.
Okay.
It's called "Prayed for You," and I contacted Tim Halprin about 3 months ago. I'm like, listen, here's the deal. We love this song. Yeah. It's just an awesome. We call them babe songs. She's my babe.
Oh my God.
Anyhow, and I said, listen, I know that he's in like doing records. He's super busy dude. Just found out he's going to be a dad.
Yeah.
And I said, listen, if you have any time in the studio, if you could just he does great covers. If you could do a cover of this song, I would love to be able to give it to my wife on our 1 year anniversary. Mm-hmm. And he wrote back to me, and it was back and forth, a lot of back and forth, but he did. He recorded it. It's awesome.
Okay.
So I made a little video and did that.
Oh my God.
And I'm telling him, I told Tim when he was in town here too, I'm like, listen, man, you've got to release, do another version of this as a cover for you because it's great. He did such a great job.
Yeah.
So thank you, Tim, very much for that. And hopefully he does and throws it out there for everyone. And
that's good. That's good. Awesome.
Yeah. So we had a great time. And I missed meeting the president of the Dominican Republic. No big deal by like 3 hours. 3 hours. We're at our resort. Our resort was it's a brand new resort, Hyatt Ziva and Zilara, brand new. And it was at like 25% capacity. There was hardly anyone there.
Okay,
which was pretty awesome.
Scary.
It was it was pretty cool.
It's like running around a hotel and there's nobody else in the halls. You're like,
kind of what it felt like sometimes.
Hello.
It was kind of, I mean, we could no waits food.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Had your own staff.
Yeah, basically. And so then at the last day, we noticed they're setting up like the stage in the lobby area. And as we were leaving, I was talking to the concierge, like, yeah, the president's going to be here. The country's going to be here in like 3 hours to official ribbon cutting and all this stuff. And so coming to find out, that's kind of one of the reasons why they kept the attendance.
Or population. What capacity.
Capacity. Thank you.
Kept
it a little lower, but he said, I can't wait till this is over. I said, why? I'm like, this is a pretty cool thing for your hotel. He said, yeah, it's huge. He said, but the security has been so intense this week, and I didn't realize it, but apparently there had been snipers on the roof the whole week. And when you walk on the beach, there's multiple different resorts in this little area, very extremely secure. Before we even knew the president was going to be there, just an extremely secure area.
Well, that's because there were snipers on the building.
Oh, we didn't know that.
That's why nobody's jacking around with you. It's like, hey, there's snipers on that building. We're not going to go that side. Let's go over this side.
As soon as he said that, I instantly flashed back in my head, how many times did I almost get sniped?
And how many times were you being eyeballed?
Eyeballed.
People are watching you?
Yeah, 100%.
Checking up on what you were reading?
Right. There were a couple times.
Why you kept putting your hand in your pants because you were laying on the beach?
Like, what's that guy doing? Oh, he's just sleeping. It's that fat American sleeper with his hand in his pants.
Those Americans, they all do that. Oh, my God.
One of the guys did say that, the flashback real quick, he did say, he goes, on Monday they were going to have more people there, and he goes, the Americans, they come down and you guys F this place up. Like, awesome.
Great.
Party.
Represent, guys. Represent. Love it.
So, yeah, there were times we were on the beach going from, in front of different resorts and coming back to ours that we would get stopped. And I can never remember. Ours is split into two. It's Ziva and Zalara. Zalara's families. Okay. Ziva's just for adults. I'd always get it messed up. And I know I had looked so guilty, like I was going to murder somebody. Because we'd be walking half-cocked, 3:30 in the afternoon.
Right.
Walking on the beach, tan, sweaty. We go out with the security guard, broken English, asked where we, and I'm like, I'd always say the wrong resort. And then Beth would correct me, and I'd correct her. It was, so
Benny Hill.
Those were the times where I thought I maybe could have gotten sniped.
Right.
Like, I feel at the end of the week, like, let's cut our losses. Just take him out.
Let's just for practice.
Real world practice scenario. Take out the fat American.
It won't make a headline. Don't worry. No. It's the DR. That's what they expect, right? Oh, another American didn't come home. Why? I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever.
He drank the water. I don't know what he did. He popped up. I don't know. So, yeah, it would have been no headline. Oh, my God, that would have been terrible.
Any of the American street clothes that I brought with me to wear home?
Didn't fit?
Nothing. Oh, it was a disaster.
You almost had to wear your swim trunks home?
I almost wore shorts. I couldn't believe it. After those 6 days, we messed it.
Oh, my God.
And my, it is not a good.
Oh, my God. So it's like 24-hour room service, right? As far as food and everything's included. It's like being on cruise. Everything's included.
Everything.
So you just order and eat.
Whatever.
And eat and buffet.
Our first night there, when we got there, it was like letting two kids out at summer camp. We just went crazy, went to the bar. I mean, we were just drinking and eating, and it was like 9 o'clock, and we went upstairs, and Beth's like, I'm going to take a shower. I said, okay, I'm sure this is what I sounded like too. I'm going to go get some dessert for us. And not even thinking room service, right? I'm thinking,
right.
And so the 2 floors down, there's a buffet, had the best filet I've ever. It's just so good. I'm thinking, must have dessert, right?
Yes.
And I have a picture of what the plate looked like when I got back to the room.
Included with the podcast. Thank you very much on Facebook.
It'll be on there. And I go down. I remember going down. It was a buffet where you couldn't just walk in, grab a plate. I love when somebody
says, "I remember going down." I remember going there.
My memories are very, very spotty. About every 7 seconds, I remember something. So it's like a really slow time lapse.
I was going to say it's like the reset on my security camera, which is a whole nother story. Right. We'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway.
So I go down, and the buffet isn't one where you just walk in and just grab a tray and go sit wherever. They seat you, ask your room number, which apparently I remembered. Good. And they sat me down, and we had just been there like 2 hours before, and I was still just gluttonously full from that point. Because it was sushi, it was filet mignon, it was everything. And so I sit back, and they sit me down at this chair, and I'm right now, I think I have a shirt on. I don't know. I know I had shorts on and flip-flops. And I sit down, and I remember them putting a plate in front of me and water. all I wanted was dessert, and I even told the person at the front. I said, I just want to get some dessert for my wife and I.
Probably sounded just like that.
I probably did. I just want to get some dessert for my wife and I. And again, remember, there's like only 25% of the people that would normally be there, so they probably remember everybody,
I'm sure.
the staff. So I go sit down, and I think, well, I mean, I'm here. I probably should at least eat some sushi for him. So I go up, get my plate, go up, and I come back with just loaded with sushi.
God.
And I was so full anyway. Pow, 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 sushi in my mouth. Pow, soy sauce going everywhere. And then I think, okay, the reason why I'm going, I go over and
Dessert.
I asked for because there are no to-go plates, right? I asked for a tray, something to take some food back.
Mm-hmm.
They said, okay, no problem. So they gave me like this paper plate. I went over to this display that has every kind of dessert you can imagine, cakes and chocolates and pies. And so I go down, I start hunting and gathering, and I start loading my plate up, and I've got cake, and I've got these caramel, like they look like gingerbread shape, but it was just all chocolate filled with caramel. And I remember putting a couple on my plate and thinking, well, these could be not good. So I better have one. So I grabbed another one off, ate it, put more on. And then as I'm walking out, I have a heaping pile of dessert on my plate, heaping. And I walk by and I hear, Senor, no, Senor, you can't, let us cover that up. So they put another plate on top of it. I'm like, hey, thanks. And as I stagger back to my room,
Oh my God.
I get back to the room, I'm like, look what I got, babe, look what I got. And it was just hot, and it was just squished, and it was just, you
probably couldn't tell what one thing was from another. Everything was just mixed together.
And this picture is up on our Facebook page, so you can check it out. But I'm going to show you right now.
Okay, hold on.
What it looked like. This is before we started eating.
Before you even start. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that you got a steady picture.
I know. Well, I think Beth took it out.
Oh, okay, actually.
So yeah, that was an absolute disaster. I don't.
Oh
like the next morning, I
gosh.
woke up. You know that when you eat, you put on a display of drinking, whatever, all of it, and you wake up the next morning and you look at
The crime scene?
your pants over there and the chocolate everywhere. You're
And
like,
it starts
"What?"
coming back to you?
Yeah, you're
You're
like, I am ashamed.
I walked down there.
I am absolutely ashamed.
I ate a pile of sushi,
Yeah.
and then I walked out with a pile of dessert.
And we saw swingers.
Oh, no.
Not the movie. Legitimate. I don't know if they were escorts with a guy,
Right?
or if it was like a this situation.
There was two girls and a guy?
Two girls, one guy.
Okay.
And
Like one was the wife and one was a girlfriend?
that's what we think. We don't know. One was Russian, I know that.
Okay.
Another one was American, and this guy was from like Central America.
Okay.
And they all looked. In your mind, when you think of a movie about swingers or escorts, that's exactly what they looked like. Like they were hot, all of them.
Like right out of a magazine.
Yes.
Yes.
And so, okay, briefly, we're sitting there on like there are chairs and stuff in the pool, like 6 or 7 inches of water in there. We're laying there. On the other side of this little pathway, there's a couple other chairs facing the other direction, but within 4 feet. You can hear everything. Redhead lady blonde lady and Hispanic guy come down. Good looking, whatever.
Right.
Sit down, lay their towels out. She lays down, he lays down, shirts off, sunning. We're thinking couple, right? They're right there. They're hanging out. They're
right.
No big deal. Well, blonde lady is Russian. She is screaming, sits up, turns around, yells
Russian?
American
Bad
knows the
word.
name. Rachel!
Oh, okay.
Rachel! She just screams for Rachel. It's Rachel person.
Okay.
So Rachel doesn't come over. Blonde lady gets up, leaves. A few minutes later, redhead lady
Rachel
comes over. Apparently,
okay.
What we're thinking is Rachel. We're assuming comes over, sets her towel down, smacks a big old kiss on the Hispanic guy's face. We're thinking, okay, that's cool. Rachel, friend, redhead, wife of this Hispanic. No big deal. A little bit later, roles reversed. Blonde lady kiss Hispanic guy. Rachel's not there. Blonde lady lays next to him. We didn't move for 2 hours. We had our sunglasses on and we were just watching, like
nudging each other. Oh my God, did you see that?
100%. We're all these scenarios in our mind of what they do. Like
they're probably spies.
That's one.
I knew.
And I think her name was Natasha.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Why not?
And so it was just, and then after they,
Natasha, Rachel, and Antonio.
Antonio has to be Antonio.
Antonio.
And
Yes.
Abs Antonio.
Oh my gosh.
And so then about 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, when everything calmed down and all three were sitting there and drinking, we went up to the room to get ready for dinner, and we look out our balcony, and it's blonde Rachel again, or I'm sorry, it's Natasha. No, it's Rachel.
Rachel is a redhead. Okay.
So Rachel and him are out on the beach doing like dance lessons with the group. There's a group of people doing dance lessons, just backing it up and spank whatever, just stuff that wouldn't unless it was odd. That night, flash forward like 3 or 4 hours, they're in the lobby. We're sitting there having our 96th cocktail for the night, and Beth looks at me and goes, "Here they come. They're coming." And they all three come walking up the stairs. Antonio sits on the chair.
Abs Antonio.
Natasha sits on all over Antonio. Picture. And then all of a sudden, Rachel and Natasha switch places. Natasha or whatever, Rachel and Antonio all over each other. Hands, kiss, picture. I'm like, what?
What's going on?
And I said, should I offer to take a picture of them? Like, because maybe they all three want to be in the picture. She's like, I don't think they do.
They can probably take a selfie. I think they're really good at selfies.
So we sat there for another hour just watching. They'd go behind one like pole, and we'd like scoot over.
So you can see what's going on behind them.
What is going on?
What are they doing? Hilarious.
And the next day, we saw both the ladies at the pool, same place. We went back to the same spot, hoping they'd come back.
Of course you did.
They came back, both the ladies. I love you, like they were friends, but whatever. No Antonio. Never saw Antonio again. So we don't know if he was if they met there, like she was from Russia, Rachel was from America, Antonio was from wherever.
South America.
And they met, I mean, as we're stereotyping.
Of course.
And they just met there for this tryst of a weekend.
Right. Or they just met in the lobby.
I don't know.
Maybe Rachel and Natasha are a couple, and they met Antonio at the bar.
That could be. That
could be too. That's another scenario, right? Or they're spies. They're just spies.
I mean, that's what I mean.
And Antonio had to leave because he had a job to do.
All options are on the table. All options. So I don't know. It was pretty crazy. So
my God.
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was only first 36 hours, and I'm sure more things will pop in my head.
Well, I'm sure you'll start remembering a lot of things.
Wow.
When you start going through the pictures, did you have some memories? Like, oh my God, that's right, I forgot.
You know what? It's kind of funny is that we didn't take our phones with us. We had our phones because we didn't have service, international service.
Oh my gosh!
Right.
So you didn't have a camera.
No, we didn't really take our camera with us.
Oh my
until
gosh.
Probably the last day and a half. We just we'd leave because there was no sense in taking it because I couldn't use my phone anyway.
Right.
And Beth was kind of the same way. And it was. I never thought I would ever say this, but because I love my phone. I love blasting tunes. I love everything about it. But I loved not having it around. Because you'd sit there, and when I would have it, if I would take it wherever, you'd for no reason open up your phone and just scan through Instagram or Facebook. Total waste of time.
Yep.
And so it was awesome not having my phone next to me all the time. Kugler Vision, proud supporter, maybe. Hopefully they're a proud supporter of our Pat and JT podcast, but they are one nonetheless.
They are, and we're proud to have them as a supporter.
Very
Don't want to
true.
necessarily put words in their mouth.
That's true.
You realize what's coming up, don't you? The New Year's, and then we're going to be in what year?
2020.
This is it for Kugler Vision. We're in the year of 2020. So now is the perfect time to make your move. There are several reasons. We're going to go down the list for you. Let's start off with just having glasses in general in the winter, fogging up. Your contacts are so much drier in the winter. And that's miserable.
Everything's drier in the winter, especially your eyes.
Right?
Yeah.
So this would be a great time to make that appointment, get that consultation in there and find out what it is that can be done to correct your vision so you can toss the glasses or toss the contacts.
And how about going into 2020, seeing as close to 2020 as you possibly can?
Wouldn't that be awesome?
That'd
what a great
pretty
gift.
Fantastic, right?
That would be an awesome gift. Plus, guys, before the end of the year, don't forget if you have either account, either the FSA or HSA, which is the flexible spending, or I think it's a health spending account, right? Either one. If you save for things like this, and you're like, what am I going to spend this on? I've saved up some money. You've got some that's in there. They have the promotion that they're doing right now. They're giving you two times the dollars.
That doesn't, and this is the time of year when you look at that, and you're thinking, this money's good. You use it or lose it.
Yeah,
That's so don't lose it, and especially if they're going to double it.
Double it. My gosh, yes, take advantage of that. And time is running out. We know that the calendar says so, but not only that, things get hectic because people have those FSA and HSA accounts and they're all of a sudden wanting to cash them in. And so spots are limited.
So do it.
Just get that appointment. Get online. They have a scheduler right online. And not only that, after you make that appointment, they're going to ask you a few questions so they know a little bit about you. One of the questions is, where did you hear about Kugler Vision?
You're hearing it right now on the Pat and JT podcast. Put
Please
Pat and
let
JT
them
podcast.
know.
It helps them. It helps us.
It helps us. It really
helps them.
does, because we want them to know that you're our listener, and that you've been with us. And believe me, they will take really good care of you.
Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm. So KuglerVision.com.
I'll leave the phone sometimes upstairs or in the basement or when I'm doing something else, and I won't remember it for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I'm like, where's my phone? Where did I put my phone?
And then you don't have another phone to call it.
No, I have to have my Dot.
Oh, your Dot.
I ask her to call my phone. And so
She'll call your phone.
Calls my phone, and I'm running around listening for the phone to ring. But I can easily go for about 3 or 4 hours and not even think about it. It's not even there. And I get other stuff done, and I'm not, like you said, scrolling.
Wasting time. You're not doing anything on your phone.
Totally wasting time.
And I still love her. I love her very much. I love her, and I always will.
I do too. I don't want another one. I
No.
don't have to deal with it. That's
So
the thing.
nice.
I just don't want to have to deal with it. Oh my God. All right. So what else has been? Oh, and speaking of my Dot, and I won't say her name because there are things that, and we've talked about this before. When I hear it on a commercial, when I hear somebody talking in a conversation that I'm listening to, whether it's, I don't care if it's a newscast, a movie, a podcast, anything, when they say her name, or when you hear sirens, or if you're at home, you hear the doorbell or door knock, and you're like, what the?
Yeah. Things that happen in your normal life, and it throws you
sounds
off.
a little too real
Yeah.
sometimes, especially the doorbell and the ringing of the phone, because everybody's ringer is a little bit different. But every once in a while, you hear a ringer that's yours, and you're like, "Where's my phone? My phone? That's not me. That's oh god." And then they say her name, and she talks. I'm like, "Oh god, stop." Amazon. I noticed last Friday on my birthday. Amazon's got some hot deals going on right now, and I couldn't believe it. I was looking at it and like, I just got security camera. Because I have a security system on my house, but I didn't have security cameras outside since somebody destroyed my mailbox. I'm like, well, that's not going to happen again. And so I found a really good deal for cameras, and it was just 3 cameras. And I was like, well, heck, I'm getting it.
Fire that up.
So I'll have to show it to you because I got the front door, the back door, and my mailbox.
Oh my gosh. Just the best. Which will never ever get tampered with ever again.
Ever again in life. Nobody will ever touch
What's
it.
going to happen is going to be your side window. The only thing that doesn't have a camera
Right?
on it.
There's going to be, trust me, I'm thinking of doing add-ons because now I'm going to start overreacting.
Here we go. It's going to look like the Batman.
I am fascinated with looking at the videos. And like I get notifications whenever something gets triggered. And I don't have it set up to be super sensitive. Okay, so I'm not getting everybody that wanders by my house.
It takes a while to tweak that.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it
but
takes a
I
second.
still get plenty of other stuff, and it's just kind of funny.
It's fun watching it.
Oh my God, there's a neighbor's cat. The neighbor's cat came up on my porch and sat there for a while, and then went off the other side. Then I got another notification. Cat got back up on the porch. Walked down the stairs.
It's funny.
And then
Watching animals when you're not there, like on camera, it's hilarious.
They're just doing her own thing. She's walking around. And then another notification. It's a possum at the foot of my steps of my front yard. There was a possum.
During the day?
No, middle of the night, notification. That scared me because I got a notification.
Well, yeah.
Like my front door. I was like,
Yeah.
what? And I turn it on. Watch it. There's a possum right across the... So I'm probably going to sleep worse than I ever have.
Seriously.
Because it's going to be going off. Anyway, I was looking at the Amazon deals, and when you know it, Ring came out with this huge deal. Not promoting Ring by any means, but they have the Ring. It's the video doorbell too, and you can bundle it with the Echo Show for like $130.
Oh, it's a great deal. And it comes with the show?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
The Echo shows are sweet.
God dang it.
Yeah.
Because then I could have her take care of this stuff for me.
Right. Have your digital assistants take care of it for you.
Right now, I don't have that. I got to do it myself. But yeah, they had some of the deals that came. This is just crazy. You can get a stupid Dot right now for like 99 cents.
I know. There are
If
some
you
really
get,
good
you
deals.
get like Amazon's Music Unlimited, they'll give you a Dot.
Yeah.
And with mine though, I got a dot too.
With your
Because mine is Blink,
Oh,
which
okay.
is Amazon's company.
Yeah.
So it is. So you got a dot with it. They must have made extras this year.
Blink. I love it.
Everything you get a free dot. And so I got another dot. So I have 3 dots in my house.
Dots cost them probably 25 cents to make.
I know.
Did you? And I just caught the tail end of this. I don't know how crazy it was because being out of the country for a week.
Listen, don't you love saying that?
No big deal. Being international, effing up the DR. So that hacker that hacked into that Ring security camera and was talking to the people in their house. How creepy is that? It was
a couple that first discovered it. Was they had put one in their daughter's room so they could just keep an eye on. And she's probably about 6. I'm going to say 5 or 6 maybe. And it was up high. And he hacked into it and was talking to their daughter.
That is the creepiest.
Yeah.
Could he see?
Yeah.
That's so creepy.
Again, because it's voice 2-way, which these little blinks are 2-way too, which I can't wait to yell at the neighbor kids. Anyway.
Wow.
I only have 4, but I can't wait.
God forbid. Next time, why don't you try it first? Just hiss at the opossum and see what it does.
Okay, I'll try that.
And for God's sakes, record it on your phone. Flip the phone around. Record you hissing at this opossum.
Anyway.
In our constant quest to find you a man. That's another one.
That's another way to keep him away.
Yes, boys, she is available.
Anyway, yeah, they realized that the mom was doing stuff and she heard somebody, a man's voice.
Oh, man, that's messed up.
So they had found a way to hack into the Rings. And so that's fine if it's in your front door, but some people use them in their house, the Ring cameras, because they're not all doorbells.
Yeah.
So they have cameras as well. And you can, which makes sense to me if you want, like some people have cameras set up to keep track of their animals, just to kind of check on them during the day. And maybe
it's a good idea.
If they go into a room they're not supposed to, and you can warn them off. And that's what one couple, they discovered because they had one in their bedroom. And it was because their dog was, when they're gone, the dog wasn't crated, but the bedroom was off limits all the time. But the dog would wander in there when they were gone. And so they would, call his name and nope, go.
Like, where are they?
Crap, it got me again. But that's when apparently they got hacked too.
That's creepy.
So I don't know what
I love being able to one of the few times we did have our phone with us, and my mom was staying at the house with Bennett, right? Okay. And we didn't even explain to her about the Ring. We didn't even think about it, because you ring and it rings inside.
Right.
Nobody comes to the house. Nobody ever just comes to the house.
Right.
So, of course, one time we're at dinner and we see a notification on Beth's phone that says someone is at your front door, right? And so what the heck? So and it's the front porch lights off. My mom's there and Bennett are inside. So this is I'll tell you what we're seeing, and then I'll tell you what was going on in real life, God. IRL. So we bring the video down and we see this figure of a woman coming to the front, and Beth from the Dominican Republic. Hello? Yeah. I'm sorry. And they're like, she goes, oh, this neighbor lady. Hi, it's the neighbor lady from 3 doors down. She's brought some cookies for you for Merry Christmas. And Beth goes, oh, well, we're not home. My mother-in-law is though. And the lady says, well, we just wanted to bring you some stuff for Christmas. Merry Christmas. And then we lost our connection. So we couldn't communicate with this woman anymore. So it was like we just ghosted her. Right? So from our perspective, we're thinking, okay, we still see her there, but video's probably frozen, whatever. My mom probably got to the door, whatever. Well, after the next day, we get back on the Wi-Fi area and we go back and look at the video. Well, we could see her come up, ring the doorbell, hear Beth communicating with her, telling her, hey, my mother-in-law's inside, but she goes, well, we bring you the cookies for Christmas. Merry Christmas. And then we stop. And the lady goes, hello? Nothing. Hello? And we don't know this is going on. My mom and Bennett are in the house because they heard somebody talking on the front porch, not thinking it was us. Yes. So my mom and Bennett are like, shh. Be quiet. We can't hear. And she's going, hello? It's for Christmas. Hello? And she was there. The video lasted for 3 minutes, this poor woman.
Oh, no.
And finally she goes, at the end, no word of a lie, she says, well, I better get going. All of a sudden, she's British. I better get going. It's getting chilly. Oh, I'm going to put these. And so she put the cookies and everything on the porch.
Oh, my God.
And left thinking that we just just ignored
And
her.
thinking you were inside.
Probably because lights were on and
Right.
you could hear TV and everything like that.
Because if she didn't catch that first
Right.
part.
And my mom doesn't know this, but then my mom did go outside afterwards and turned on the light and opened the door and knocked over the plate of cookies. And she goes, "Oh no!" And you can see her, she picks them up and sweat and back inside. So we got to go to 3 doors down now today and be like, "Listen, I'm so
Here's
sorry.
your plate.
Here's your plate. Can we have a refill of those cookies because there's dirt all over them now?"
Now that we have a whole pack of raccoons outside the front eating cookies.
We'll hiss at them. If it was so sad hearing hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh,
like
how
honey, we're
sad.
not ignoring you. It's
my
thank you
God.
so much.
Now, okay, let me ask you this. On your ring, it only activates when somebody rings the bell? Or is it sensitive motion detector too?
Motion.
How long does it record? Does it record as long as there is motion?
If you know what, that's a good question because it's like I think 30-second increments if there's motion. Because we
Okay.
tried to catch somebody that smashed that pumpkin that one time and it was 30 seconds
yeah.
and ended and there was still motion.
Right.
So I think
It
if
might
there's
be-
if like you hit the ring, the doorbell, I think
It'll
it record
reactivate it.
longer
Right.
or something
oh,
like that.
that makes sense. That
I
makes
think it-
sense
I think-
because
yeah.
if you ring the doorbell, then you know that's somebody who's trying to.
Yeah.
They probably would leave it on. Too.
Yeah, and I don't know if you can change settings. Who knows?
I got mine hooked up, so it's like it records for 20 seconds, and it's got like a 2-year battery in each one. And yeah, it's pretty slick. It
Yeah,
really
I
is.
love 'em.
The HD at night is incredible. The black and white night vision.
Mm-hmm.
Except I found out when I'm wearing black sweatpants, at least the sweatpants that I had, they're black, and I had on whatever sweatshirt. I think I had my Dale Jr. sweatshirt on, but I went outside to go grab something. It looks like I'm wearing no pants.
Awesome. Can you please record that?
I have it.
Okay.
I'm not sharing that with anybody.
I forgot. Yeah, you do have it. Yes.
It does. It looks like I have no pants on.
That's awesome.
Have you ever seen the women of Walmart or whatever, people of Walmart, and the woman
yes.
standing there with the Caucasian toned
Yes.
stretch pants?
Yes.
And it looks at first as though there are
Yes.
no pants there.
Yes.
That's kind of the no pants. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, those aren't. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. that's
Remind me not to wear those
awesome.
on the red carpet because apparently.
I look like I have no pants on. There was a guy down on vacation we called him no pants backpack guy because he had
yeah.
flesh tone swim trunks that were really super tight and looked like he was just rolling nude with a backpack.
Oh my God. I'm sure there's a few of them down there that weren't there? Was there a nude beach down there?
I don't know. Not in our area. Thank God. Thank God.
I ran through one of the, not ran through, came up on one. Let's put it that way one time. Did not go in.
Yeah, I don't know if like they're everywhere. It would take me back if I saw one. Like, you've got to be kidding me, because the people that go to those beaches aren't the ones that aren't like Natasha, Rachel,
Yeah.
and Juan or whatever we said his name was. It's not those
Antonio.
guys. Antonio.
Okay.
They're not. It's them.
Oh my God. All right. So on that note, we're going to go right straight to Fugitive Friday because we missed it.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if they've been caught yet or not, but I still have to do this because these are just too good to pass up.
Okay.
Saunders County Sheriff's Department. They do this every Friday. If you don't follow them on Facebook, do it. They do a great job of engaging their audience.
Yes,
Let's
they
put
do.
it that way. So Fugitive Friday number 1 this week is Rafael Beza, 35 years old, wanted for failure to appear. Okay. Last known address was in Fremont. So Fred, get on that.
Get on it, Fred.
Next one, number 2, is just an unfortunate name. Not horrible, but her name is Mary, and it's spelled Merry, like Merry Christmas. And her last name is Bills, Bills. So we all know there's no such
Mary
thing as a
Bills.
Mary Bills.
Mary Bills.
But speaking of Mary Bills, she's wanted for failure to pay. Fines.
Ironically enough,
Not Mary Bills.
that's kind of funny.
Her unmarried bills are fines on possession of a controlled substance. She was last seen in Lincoln. So if you know Mary Bills, 38 by the way, or Raphael, who's 35, you can let them know on Facebook or give them a call at Crime Stoppers. Get some holiday money.
Right? That'd be nice.
So there you go.
Super nice.
Thank you, Saunders County.
Absolutely.
for that.
Yeah, absolutely love Fugitive Fridays.
I do too.
Yeah.
Any day of the week. Oh my gosh. All right. Well,
so-
good deal. So more stories to come, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure they'll start just petering. They'll start going out.
Maybe pouring in.
Pouring in
Pouring in and slowly drying.
whatever.
Oh my God.
I'm still tired.
I think you are.
Oh, and also, yeah, and Newark Airport is an absolute disaster. Just an FYI.
I've been there 2 times in my entire
Absolute
life.
terrible. Awful. Thanks for
say you did that.
It was terrible. 402-403-9478. Text us or call us.
Pat and JT Podcast. A Parkville Media Production.